Hey, it is a beautiful afternoon. I hope you are well. Today, I wanted to talk about humans and how, as humans, we are so similar, yet, as humans, we are so different. Now, in order to live a good life, being able to understand those two paradoxes, the paradox of we all being the same, yet we're all very different, is a key part in not only understanding others, but being able to navigate different type of people, different situations, and create a win-win situation for not only yourself, but for the other and the people that we also touch. Take some examples. We as humans all have very similar needs and wants. We want to be loved. We need to breathe. We need food, shelter, water. Being able to defecate is actually one of very important needs that humans have. And there are a lot more needs as you kind of describe it from maybe a Maslow's hierarchy of needs paradigm. But on the other hand, we are all very different. We have our own personalities. We bring our own experiences that we've kind of solidified through our childhood. We may think a certain way, believe a certain way because that was what was taught to us when we were younger. Or maybe even throughout college. And as you even grew older, maybe there are other teachings that you adopted and made it yours. And those things create distinctions between us. And so those type of differences are actually more of the superficial differences. The similarities are much deeper. And as a person that is trying to grow in your own consciousness, continue to grow as a human being, most of that growth happens within. Yes, we can improve our living conditions. We can make a lot of money, drive a nicer car, have a better house. Maybe it's you work out, you improve how your body looks. Maybe you can go even further and get some sort of surgery so that you look better in your eyes, or what the culture says what looks good. You can improve your physical surroundings and your physical body. But if you really think about it, it's very limited. How many cars can you buy? Let's say you have 1,000 cars. Does the 1,001th car gonna make any more difference in your life, in your happiness? No. Instead, the more you work on your inside, the more happiness and joy that you can experience. You can gain more wisdom. You can express and feel more love. You can be more caring. And if it's a leader that you want to become, you can become a better leader, a leader that people want to follow. So coming back and understanding the similarities and differences of human beings, and knowing that both are very true, that humans are extremely similar, yet at the same time we can be very different. And now if you can find that balance within that paradox when you interact with others, that's where you find the real fruit of this work. So my suggestion would be to think about how similar everyone is. So continue to think, how are we similar? How are we so similar to each other? And continue to think about that for about a week. Continue to think how we're similar. I mean, physically, we're actually very similar. Yes, some person may be a little taller, some may be a little shorter, some might have a little shorter arms, some may have longer arms, some may have bigger eyes, some may have smaller eyes, some may have a bigger smile, some may have no smile, right? But those differences are minuscule to even having a body that looks like each other. And that's why we're able to tell that we are humans versus a dog. There's more similarities between us and dogs than, let's say, a slug, right? So as humans, we're very, very similar. Yes, some people may be, let's say, 2 feet tall, whereas some may be 7+ feet tall, but we're still very similar. So continue to think about how we're similar. Not only just the physical external, but internally, how are we similar? What drives us that are similar? What kind of thoughts do we have? How have culture made us a little bit more similar in how we think? Then the week after that, start thinking about how dissimilar we are, how we're different, how we each have different type of personalities, how we have different beliefs, but not looking at it from a this is good, this is bad perspective. Just with a completely open mind, completely open heart. Look, just observe how different we are. And this goes more for the internal state. Look at the people. What are they talking about? What kind of vibe do they put out? And with that, if you continue to cycle these similarities and differences over and over again, and if you're observing without any judgment, you'll see that you'll start to understand this paradox that we are so very similar, yet at the same time so very different, and you'll be able to understand when to use which in which situation. And that's when wisdom starts to come into play. So I hope this gives you food for thought. As usual, sending you good vibes. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.